We've all been there. You've run your web design agency for a while, you've put your heart and soul into it, and it's your baby. But something's not right. Things don't feel the way they used to. Perhaps you're just burnt out, or perhaps it's something deeper. In this video, I'm going to share 6 signs that it could be time to sell your agency, plus 1 reason not to. Hi, thanks for joining. If you're new to this channel, I'm Rich Dean, a web designer and developer, former web agency owner, and author of the book series Start, Grow and Sell Your Web Design Agency. My goal is to help anyone looking to start, grow and sell an agency to save time, earn more money, avoid the common mistakes and pitfalls, and build a thriving and valuable business. Okay, so onto the main topic, starting with Number 1, you don't miss your agency when you're away from it. You need time away from your business to rest and recover, to spend time with your family and friends, and to do things that you just enjoy. When you were just starting your agency, and even when you were growing it, chances are that when you're away from it, you're probably still deeply engaged. You're probably still thinking about how to solve certain challenges and how to take it to the next level, and it was probably really exciting. You probably came back from breaks feeling energized and ready to make your business even better. But now, if instead of having time to recharge, you're running away from your agency, then it could be a sign that it's time to start thinking about selling. Number 2, you get the Sunday Scaries. Sunday night anxiety, or the Sunday Scaries, is something that most people get, particularly employees. It's that point of the weekend when the excitement and relief of having a couple of days off starts to fade and a feeling of dread at the working week ahead starts to sink in. It's happened to most of us at some point, but surely starting a business was meant to do away with all that. I mean, wasn't one of the reasons you started your web agency so that you could work on your own terms and do away with all of that stress of being an employee? Well, if you get to Sunday evenings and you start to dread the thought of going back to your business in the morning, then it could be time to sell. Okay, just before we go any further though, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're a fairly new channel, so it really help us if we can get those all important likes and subscribes up. It won't cost you a thing and it won't take you a second. Okay, back to the main topic. Number 3, your web agency is at its peak. Okay, this one might seem counterintuitive at first, but if you're at a point where you've put in the hard yards and your agency is really starting to fly, then this could actually be the perfect time to sell. If you've built a strong reputation, your clients are seeking you out, you have plenty of new business and a strong team that is producing great work, and if your agency is financially healthy and profitable, then these are all signs that you've done everything right and built a successful business. This is also exactly the kind of business that investors look for, so it could be very attractive to them and therefore very valuable as well. So if your business is doing well, then while it might be tempting to want to keep it, if you also think that at some point you would like to sell, then this could be the perfect time. Number 4, your web agency is past its peak. Maybe your agency has already passed its peak. Maybe your agency was at its best a few years ago, but it's been on a slow decline ever since, and it's no longer performing like it used to. If this is the case for you, then don't panic. It could still be a good time to sell. And just because a business is past its best, it doesn't mean it won't still be attractive to potential buyers. It might be tempting to try and hold out and hope that things improve. Or maybe you're thinking that you'll roll up your sleeves and give it one last push to try and get it back to where it used to be. But do you really still have the drive and determination to do that? Only you can answer that, but it could also just be time to call it a day and pass the baton on to someone else. Number 5, being an employee is starting to feel attractive again. Most business owners start their businesses because they want to get away from being an employee. They want to be their own boss, work the hours that they choose, pick their clients and projects, and overall, live life by their own rules. That's one of the most exciting and fun things about starting a new business. But perhaps you're now at a point where being your own boss and having all that responsibility has lost its appeal. Perhaps the idea of being an employee again is actually starting to feel really attractive. Maybe you like the idea of just being able to get on with your work and letting someone else handle all that other stressful stuff. If that's how you're feeling, then that could be one of the biggest telltale signs that you're ready to think about selling up. Number 6, you're just done with running a business. Let's be brutally honest, running a web design agency can be tough. You have all the stress and worry about whether you have enough leads and inquiries coming in, whether you're converting enough of those into paid projects, whether your team are delivering those projects quickly enough and to the right standards, whether your clients are paying you quickly enough, and whether you have enough money in the bank to pay the bills at the end of the month. On top of that, you have things like health and safety, business taxes, employment law, managing people. It can all be a lot. I've always said that running a business can be one of the best things that anyone can do, but it's not for everyone. And even people who enjoy it eventually get to the point where they've had enough and want to move on. If that's how you're feeling, then don't worry. You're not alone, and it happens to the best of us. But if you are feeling like you're just done with being a business owner, then it could be time to move on. Okay, those are just 6 signs that it could be time for you to sell your agency. There are probably others, but I also want to talk about one reason why you shouldn't sell. You need the money. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to build a successful business. So when the time is right for you to sell, you should reap a financial reward for all your hard work and for creating something that someone else finds valuable. However, that financial reward should always be the benefit of selling a business, not the reason for selling it. You should never sell your business just because you need the money, and you should never let your need for money be the driving factor behind why you choose to sell. Otherwise, you could end up making a big mistake that you later regret. Not to mention, you could end up selling your main source of income without something else to fall back on, which may give you a short-term financial boost, but it could end up leaving you poorer in the long run. Okay, so hopefully you found this video useful and it's given you food for thought about whether it could be time for you to sell your web design agency. If you've enjoyed it, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. This will really help us to grow the channel so that we can carry on making helpful content just like this. And if you'd like more tips and strategies for how to make your business more saleable, check out my book series, Start, Grow and Sell Your Web Design Agency, which you can buy from Amazon now, and I'll share a link in the description below. And if you'd like to watch even more informative content, then why not check out this video here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.